towards online learning during COVID-19, a key equity concern for educators has been access to digital devices and the internet. But technology access alone won't solve equity concerns as we plan for learning during and beyond COVID-19. Our communities experience education and pandemics very differently. Race, social class, gender, sexual orientation, nationality, religion, or ability all play a role in creating differing experiences for students as they experience both schooling and COVID 19. For example, systemic anti Black racism means Black and racialized people are more likely to be in frontline jobs and receive poor quality healthcare. They are contracting and dying from COVID 19 at disproportionate rates. The onset of the pandemic has led to a spike in anti Asian racism, leading to bullying, discrimination, physical and verbal attacks against people of Chinese or East Asian descent, going as far as East Asian Canadians being stabbed. Minimum wage or otherwise low wage workers have lost their jobs, taken a cut in pay more frequently than those working high wage jobs. These are just some examples, and this list is in no way exhaustive. Various experts have already laid out recommendations for system leaders and educators about how we can address equity issues during and beyond COVID. But as we continue delivering remote learning during this pandemic and prepare for the next school year, we need to keep questions of equity at the forefront. In the Toronto District School Board, for example, almost 60,000 students, or about 24% of the population, received a device because they didn't have one at home. While remote learning started on April 7th for most of the city, it was weeks before many students received devices. Provincial remote learning plans were designed for the needs of the majority of the population that did have access. But what if we planned emergency remote learning with the needs of the quarter of the population that didn't have access instead? Going forwards, how can we plan learning to happen in a way that it centers not just the majority, but every single student in our care? Equity can't be an afterthought in our planning. It needs to be a front and center primary concern.